love the dads and the other men in our lives, and we really want them to be as healthy as possible. So today we're going to zero in on a spot of the man's body that can be a little bit of a mystery to both sexes. We're talking about the prostate gland. Now, as you know, my specialty is women's health, but I really believe that women so often are the caregivers and the decision makers for their family. We all need to know what's going on with our partner's health as well. So joining Tim and I are Randy and Pat, who are recently engaged. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So my first question to you is to Randy, actually. How much do you know about the prostate gland, and do you think you know more than your man does?
Unfortunately, I really don't know a lot, and I think Pat knows more than I know.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, no.
And you're not even married yet.
No,
This is how things are going.
And I'm going to admit to knowing very little myself.
Really,
so we're
Tim?
looking to you to educate
Well,
us.
this is very common, and this is the key, is just education. You want to empower yourself. It's part of your body. It's part of your body. You need to know about it. It's not in your body, but we need to know about it because it affects the men in our lives. So first question for us here at the table, what do you think is the size of an average prostate gland? Is it more like a baseball, a kiwi, or a walnut? And we're talking about human beings here, not other species.
I'm going to say the size of a baseball.
Ouch.
Okay.
Ooh, no, not
Pat?
maybe the kiwi. I think that's more, yeah.
Okay, Tim?
I'm going to go with the walnut.
Interesting. So we're all evenly represented here at the table. Well, actually, the real size, average size of a prostate in a male human being is a walnut. So you were right, Tim.
Oh, I never knew
now,
that.
this is important. So you already learned one thing, which is the average size, but where is it, right? So this is located in the pelvis. It sits right under the bladder, which holds our urine, and it surrounds the urethra, which is the tube that carries the urine out of the body. So this is where the prostate is and what size it is. Now, what does it do? Well, it's a gland, so it produces fluid, and part of that fluid is what's contained in semen. Now, a lot of people know that as men age, and this is something that we need to be on the lookout for with all the men in our lives, it can become enlarged. And this is a lot of times what drives men for those frequent bathroom trips.
Well, because it gets
That's
bigger?
Pat. He's
That's right.
always in the bathroom. I can't get him out. He
explains a
spends
lot.
more time than me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And at night, do you wake up to urinate
At
a lot?
night, yeah, a lot at night, yeah.
Tim, is this common for you?
No, not for me yet, I'm happy to say. But does that mean that it's larger, so it's pressing against the bladder?
In some cases, yes. And this is what we call a benign condition. So this is known as BPH. So the prostate gland can get enlarged, and that can cause problems with urination, frequent urination, difficulty with a strong stream, or feeling that you can't empty your bladder fully. And this is incredibly common, especially as men get over the age of 60, but it can even start for men in their 40s.
So it's incredibly common. Good to hear.
Common and usually not serious, but it can be annoying. Now, if it's untreated, it can cause some problems like bladder or urinary tract infections or kidney infections or kidney damage. Okay, so we've already learned a couple of things.
Yes, indeed.
On to a second question. True or false? So this is easy. You have a 50-50
Are these
chance.
paddles?
Paddle.
Use your paddles, folks. An enlarged prostate gland can lead to prostate
I'm
cancer.
going to say true.
That's got to be true.
I'm saying false.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
gotta be true.
Well, the answer is false.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, I meant to say false, actually. I meant to say false.
All right, just because it's enlarged, yeah. And again, remember the word benign. That means non-malignant. This is not a cancerous condition. It does not lead to cancer. So you don't have to be concerned if you're told by a doctor on your exam your prostate is a little enlarged.
But can I
Very
ask
common.
you to talk a little more about prostate cancer? I know that CEO Warren Buffett was recently diagnosed with stage 1
Yeah.
prostate cancer, and I know because we've all been reading about it.
Well, it has been in the news a lot, and so it gets a lot of media attention, as it does when any celebrity is affected with a and the reason it's controversial when you talk about prostate cancer is, what have we heard a lot about? Screening. To screen or not to screen? To quote Shakespeare, that is the question. And the reason for that is that there are two ways that doctors normally screen for prostate cancer. They do a simple blood test called a PSA, and they do an internal, it's called a digital rectal exam using one finger.
I've had both.
Neither.
Have you had
those?
No, I have to have that.
And how old are you?
52.
Okay, so normal screening starts for men at the age of 50,
Yes,
earlier
for
if
me
they
too.
have a family history. Now, we know that prostate cancer is incredibly common. If men live into their 90s, over 90% of men will have prostate cancer in their bodies. That doesn't mean it's going to kill you.
Wow.
Okay, so the issue when it comes to screening is, should you screen everyone and at what age should you stop? Okay, what is the health of the individual being screened? Because sometimes the biopsies and certainly the treatment, if cancer is found, can kill the person faster than the cancer itself. So you have to determine for yourself, with your doctor, the risks versus the benefits. No two men are the same. So when you should talk to your doctor, my friend.
Yes, that's good.
Absolutely, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Jen, I know that we have an audience member who has a question for you. Where's Bernice?
Yes, what can my husband do to prevent prostate cancer? Is there certain foods he should eat or vitamins?
And any prostate cancer in his family?
No.
Okay, so for the average man over the age of 50, as we said, screening normally starts, with their doctor when you discuss what their individual risk factors are. As men age, prostate cancer becomes more common, and we know that in certain races, African-American men in particular are more at risk. And certainly if you have prostate cancer in your family, like any cancer, you want to be even more diligent about seeing your doctor and discussing whether or not you should get screened. Now, when we talk about any cancer, the key today and in the future is prevention, right?
Yes,
and we know that what's good for the whole body is also good for the prostate gland. It's very, very important to live an overall healthy lifestyle. So eating at least 2.5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables. How are you with your colorful fruits and
I'm
vegetables?
pretty good with that. Pretty good.
Randy, that's true?
He's okay. He's okay.
Could be better, right?
Randy, the
Could be
truth
better.
teller.
Okay, so that's something that
Yes,
Randy, I'm
yes.
sure, is going to be working on.
Yes.
Keeping your weight down, getting good exercise.
that we have
That's an
to
issue.
do.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Dr.
Okay,
Jen,
for
can you talk
everyone.
to him about this belly
We'll
over
talk
here?
later because, listen, it affects her. She wants to
No,
be
it's
married
true.
for a long
Yes,
time.
I love this man.
Absolutely. So, that's very, very important. Eating a good diet, keeping your weight down, not smoking. These are all things that can help reduce the risk of prostate cancer for every man. So those are easy to do. Right, Pat?
Yes, definitely. I'm
Okay,
going to do it starting today.
Good. Well, I want to thank you so much. Hopefully we've learned a little bit, and thank you for sharing. And I hope you keep each other healthy, for many years to come.
To have you here.
And Tim, continued good health to you, of course.
Thank you, Dr. Jen. Coming up, get ready to raid your kitchen because we're going to show you how things you have in your cabinets right now can make you healthier.